Libra, welcome into the channel. This is going to be your reading for the full moon in Cancer. Today is January 2nd, that full moon. We are already starting to get into the energy. However, it does peak on the 3rd. So this moon is basically saying, hey, let's get real with ourselves. Cancer is the moon, so we're all going to feel this. It's a very emotional time, whether it's a good release or a release maybe that, somebody might not be ready for. So when we dig in, we'll figure that out. But you might also need to set boundaries in an area of your life. So what I'd like to do is start off and see what area of life this full moon could possibly. And there's Max. He's come to say hello. I don't know if you can see him right there. Yep. So my dog has come in to say hello. What area of life will this moon affect? Libra, take what resonates, throw out what doesn't. If you find nothing resonates, check out your other sign placements. Okay? The 11th house. So this is your friends. This is the groups that you surround yourself with. Can be ideas and it can be dreams. All right, what sign energy do we have here, please? Okay, we've got Virgo. So you could have some Virgo in your chart. Doesn't have to be. Virgo is about perfecting, right? They're analytical. So I don't know if this is an idea or a dream. Let's get some more on this, please, for Libra. Yeah, embrace the unknown. So venture into the mystery with an open heart. Okay, so hear what's unsaid. So you might be having a conversation with a friend or a group, somebody within your friend group, okay? They're not telling you something, but I think they are, right? So you may need to feel your way through what's being said. And it's for your highest good. So we're going to dig in a little more and find out what this is about. But just know that what is not being said. So, we also have to understand that, you always hear people say, if you ask a question or if you're waiting on an answer from somebody and they say nothing, that is the answer, right? So it usually means no. So someone might not be as forthcoming with you in your group. And you're going to need to trust that what you feel through this conversation that you're having with somebody, it's almost as if this, universe, spirit, your guides are telling you to embrace what's not being said. So if you're waiting for somebody to answer you, confirm something for you, and they're not, you need to feel that and understand that, you know, if somebody doesn't take action or if somebody doesn't say anything back or respond, that is still an answer. It may not be the answer you want or the answer you wanted to hear, but it's still an answer. And this is for your highest good. Okay? So that's what it says right there on the card. It's highest good. And you need to, you know, pay attention to what is not actually being said. Can we get more on this situation, please? Okay, so we have sold. So this is about, you know, a house being sold. It can also be about moving on. Okay, an actual physical location change. It could be somebody physically moving away from somebody. Searching. Yeah, so I feel like you're looking for an answer from somebody regarding a physical location, you know, moving, or is it time to move on away from each other? And, you know, you're looking for that answer, but it's, you know, you got to hear what's not being said. So if they're not responding to you or being definite with their answer, that is your answer. Okay, so cleansing. In the I'm hearing the reverse. So this cleansing is like the Sage card. So it's basically meditation, clearing space, removing negativity. So it came out in the reverse, and I'm being told to take it in reverse. So it's somebody's not clearing space. Okay, so are they not making room for you in this location you're currently at? You follow what I'm saying here? It's like somebody's asking somebody, you know, hey, are we gonna move in together? Are we going to sell this house? Are we, you know, are we moving away from each other? And somebody's not making the space for it. And that's where I think this is, okay, embrace the unknown, maybe venture on without this person. Maybe it's time to actually move on from this friend or this group of friends. Okay? Because you want negative energy removed, right? You want to be at peace. In this situation with this in the reverse, there is no peace. There's still negative energy in what this is. So let's dig in a little deeper. So let me think here. So Virgo is detail oriented. So I want to say you're going to need to be in the energy of paying attention to the details, right? Hear what's unsaid, right? So it's almost as if see or follow their actions. So if there is no action being taken place, that is your answer. Give me more on this soul, this moving physical location. Okay, we've got a Queen of Wands. Okay, so there's... So either you're the Queen of Wands or you're dealing with a Queen of Wands. You know, that's somebody that is determined. They go after what they want. They don't necessarily give up until they get what they want. And, you know, that could be you, because it's like, okay, hear what's unsaid. Even though you might be determined to move with this person, move in with this person, buy a house together, sell a house together, you know, it's like they're avoiding it, and you're digging into it with determination, you know, socializing. Yeah, Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is a lot like contracts. Contracts, talking about it, learning something new, being curious. Four of Wands. This is much like a house as well. Stability. So that could be just the fact that there is no stability in this. You're trying to find the stability. It's not there. Okay? Because there's still negative vibrations around this. With the Four of Wands. Tell me about hear what's unsaid. There's the Three of Swords. So, all right, give me this before I, you know, that's heartbreak, right? That's Libra energy there. So we've got Aries energy, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, and then of course we have Pisces, Aries. Give me more. Empress. So this feels like there's a third party involved, and this is why you're not getting the answer you want with the Empress here. So we've got the Queen of Wands and we have the Empress. And with the Three of Swords, you know, that can very easily represent a third party. So there's, you know, maybe you need to realize there is somebody else. You know, this could be somebody's mother, it could be somebody's, you know, wife. It could just be another feminine energy that is, you know, extremely stable, that could be involved in this. The Nine of Swords in reverse. So this is grief, just like the Three of Swords, right? You know, maybe letting go of the hurt and pain of possibly another party that was involved at some point. So you could be waiting for your person to move out or move away from an Empress or a wife or a girlfriend, and it's like you're not seeing any action, right? Because they're not clearing this person, and you're not hearing it. But Spirit's like, you need to pay attention, because if they're not taking action, that's your answer. Tough message, I know. But this is a moon about getting real with yourself. And so, right, and your highest good. So it's almost like it's saying, venture off on your own. Don't wait for somebody that's still connected to somebody else, because they're not doing anything. Tell me about the cleansing in reverse. Judgment. You know, judgment is about making that decision, making a call. This person's not, they're not making that. They're not. Yeah, Lovers in reverse. So we've got Scorpio energy, we've got Gemini energy. So there's conflict. So, you know, if you're the lover here, well, give me one more. If you're the lover here, there's conflict, right? It's not being chosen. They're supposed to be making a decision on one way or another, but they're not. The Three of Swords is still here. Yeah, so there's the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So, yeah, there's conflict. There is still conflict with you over somebody else. And this person's not making... And this is what you're learning. You're learning that no matter what you do, no matter what you say, or how determined you are to try and make peace and get this person to move away, or to not choose this third person, this Empress, it's not going to happen. And it's for your highest good to let it go. Give me a card on the highest good. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. There is, yeah. There's this person's not doing any movement. They're not. So the Knight of Pentacles in the upright is a slow energy. It's a solid energy. It's still moving. It's going to get where it needs to go. But in the reverse, this is saying this person's not going to move on. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. It's almost as if it's saying, you know, Queen of Pentacles in the upright, you know, is prosperous, okay? They're abundant, you know, they can do the business, you know, they can love, they can take care of the house, they can, you know, take care of the kids, you know, they can do it all. But it's almost as if they're saying they're stuck with an Empress because it's like this Empress is helpless. And they're not going to move on from them. It's for your highest good to wake up to this and move on from it. And I think that's what's going to be happening for you during this full moon. So let's get you an angel number. So yeah, if you've been waiting for them to move out and move on from an Empress, that's not going to happen. Clarity, 543. Trust yourself in the universe to make the necessary changes to achieve your goals. Soon you'll gain clarity about your life's purpose. So this is where you're going to gain clarity during this full moon, that this person, I think, that you're waiting on is not making any move. They're stuck. They're not going to make a decision. Okay. There's conflict. They're not choosing their lover, I guess you, over the Empress. Strong commitment, wife. And this is where you're getting real with yourself, and the clarity comes in so you can, for your highest good, hear what's unsaid in this, right? I think you're aware of this. You know this. You've just been waiting and it's stuck, okay? That Knight of Pentacles is in the reverse. This person's too lazy to move on, okay? It's too much work. They're dealing with somebody who is practically helpless. You know what I mean? It's like they're helpless and they feel they need to be there. And I know you've been waiting for this, right? You've been waiting to talk, and you've been waiting to see if you're going to be able to, have a contract or, a house contract with them. It's not going to happen. Let's get a moon number. New moon in Taurus. There's Taurus energy. Set intentions for long-term stability and cultivate material abundance. Stability, prosperity. So it's almost as if you're going to have to remain stable on your own without this person and embrace the unknown. Go out there on your own and move out, move on. Don't wait. Hear what's being said. It's all for your highest good. This is where you're going to, in the new moon in Taurus, by spring, you'll be able to start to work on your own goals without this person. Okay, so you never want to wait on anybody because they're not even taking a step forward. Like, that's it. They're done. They're not doing anything else. So, Libra, I hope this was helpful. I'm sorry it was such a heavy reading, but this person isn't willing to work with you. The Lovers is in the reverse. They are not choosing your connection. They are still staying with an Empress. Okay? And all it's going to do is cause you more heartbreak. And Spirit's like, we don't want that for you. We want what's for your highest good, and that is to move on and not wait for this person. Okay? So Libra, that is what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Drop a comment, like, share, and happy full moon. Just know it's for your highest good, okay? So we all go through ups and downs, and we all go through reality checks at different points. I know I've been through many, and it looks like you're about to go through one yourself. So, but this is going to be good for you because then you can get unstuck and you can move towards your own abundance and stability with yourself and then possibly somebody else. Okay? So much love and light. I will talk to you soon.